Have you ever been humiliated in front of others? Felt the sting of a rude comment, the embarrassment of being belittled, or the anger of being undermined? It cuts deep, doesn't it? But here's the truth. Humiliation doesn't define you. How you respond to it does. In this video, we're going to explore how you can gain respect after being humiliated by a rude person, using the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If you've ever felt the weight of public shame or disrespect, then this video is for you. You'll learn how to transform that pain into strength, turn humiliation into self-respect, and rise above the situation with grace and power. So, if you're ready to build a mindset that turns adversity into an opportunity for growth, grab a seat, and let's dive into the profound lessons of the Stoics. 1. The sting of humiliation. Understanding its impact. Humiliation is one of the most painful experiences we face in life. It's not simply the momentary sting of an insult, but the deep feeling of being exposed, small, and vulnerable. When we are humiliated, we are stripped of the dignity we value so much, and the feeling lingers long after the words are spoken or the actions are made. This vulnerability, this wound to our self-respect, often pushes us to react in ways we may regret. Yet, there is wisdom to be found in this very pain. As difficult as it is to endure, humiliation presents an opportunity to examine our own sense of self-worth. Are we allowing the disrespect of others to define us, or do we have the power to rise above it? The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, believed that the opinions of others, and even their actions toward us, are external. They don't belong to us unless we let them. The true test lies in how we manage these external forces. 2. Stoic wisdom. What truly disturbs us? Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, famously said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." When someone insults us or disrespects us, it's not the words themselves that harm us, it's the meaning we attach to those words. The humiliation doesn't come from what they said, but from how we allow ourselves to interpret and react to it. In every moment of disrespect, you have the choice to decide how it will affect you. The Stoics understood that external events, such as humiliation, are beyond our control, but our inner response is entirely in our hands. We cannot control the actions of others, but we can control our perceptions and reactions. This is where our true power lies. In choosing how we respond. Do we allow the insult to define us, or do we rise above it with dignity and poise? The Stoic response to humiliation is not to be passive or weak but to assert control over our thoughts and emotions. By reframing the situation and focusing on what we can control, we can transform the experience from one of victimhood into one of empowerment. 3. The power of silence. Mastering your response. One of the most profound lessons the Stoics offer us is the power of silence in the face of provocation. In a world that thrives on drama, noise, and reaction, silence becomes an act of incredible strength. Think of this. When someone insults you, they expect a reaction. They want you to react with emotion, with anger, or with retaliation. But when you respond with silence, you take away their power. This isn't silence born of submission, it's silence born of self-mastery. It's the kind of silence that says, "I don't need to prove anything to you." It's the kind of silence that shows your strength, the strength to remain calm and composed even in the face of disrespect. In this silence, you regain control of your energy, your thoughts, and your reactions. The Stoics knew that the key to true power lies in our ability to control our emotions and not let external events dictate our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In the face of humiliation, silence allows you to master your thoughts, maintain your dignity, and create a space where your inner strength can shine through. 4. Elevation through transformation. Turning insults into fuel. Humiliation can either be a prison that confines you or a catalyst for your personal growth. The second step in the Stoic response is to use the insult as fuel for self-improvement. Rather than seeking revenge or wallowing in self-pity, the Stoic approach is to channel the pain into something positive, your growth. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. When you rise above their cruelty, when you refuse to be dragged down by their negativity, you begin to elevate yourself." Use the humiliation as a reminder of what you can become, not just as a response to others, but as a response to yourself. Invest in your mental, emotional, and physical growth. Strengthen your character. Develop your skills. Become the kind of person who commands respect, not through confrontation but through undeniable personal excellence. When you elevate yourself in this way, you shift the narrative. The people who once belittled you will begin to notice the change. Their words no longer hold power because your growth speaks louder than any insult ever could. And in time, you will realize that your transformation was the greatest response you could have ever given. 5. Detachment. Cutting off toxicity with clarity. One of the most powerful tools in Stoic philosophy is the ability to detach from what does not serve you. In the face of humiliation, this means cutting ties with toxic people who seek to tear you down. Detachment is not about hate or anger, it's about clarity. It's about recognizing that you do not owe your time, energy, or emotions to those who continuously bring negativity into your life. The Stoics understood that not all relationships are worth preserving, especially those that drain us and prevent us from reaching our potential. Removing toxic people from your life is not an act of cruelty, it is an act of self-respect. When you walk away from those who seek to diminish you, you send a powerful message. I will not allow myself to be diminished by you. This decision is liberating, not only because it protects your peace, but because it frees you to focus on the people and environments that will help you grow. By embracing detachment, you can leave behind the drama, the negativity, and the unnecessary emotional turmoil. You protect your energy and create space for the people and experiences that align with your true values. 6. The return of respect. How growth transforms your standing. As you embrace the Stoic principles of silence, elevation, and detachment, something remarkable happens. You regain your respect. But this respect isn't like the fleeting approval of others. It's a respect that comes from within, rooted in your character, your integrity, and your growth. Over time, the people who once tried to humiliate you will see the difference. They will recognize that your worth isn't determined by their opinion, and in their silence, they will begin to respect you. You will command respect not by demanding it but by becoming the kind of person who simply doesn't need to chase it. The Stoic way isn't about playing games or seeking validation. It's about mastering yourself and your response to the world. The respect you earn will be a reflection of your strength, not your weakness, and it will be the kind of respect that can't be faked or stolen. Let others throw shadows, let them speak in disrespect, but you become the light that shines above it all. Transform your mindset and rise above. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to take control of your life, your emotions, and your respect, it's time to embrace the Stoic mindset. Remember, humiliation doesn't define you. Your response, your growth, and your inner strength define who you truly are. If you haven't already, subscribe to Beyond the Vision Mindset and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more empowering content. In the next video, we'll dive even deeper into how you can use Stoic principles to build resilience and live with purpose. So, let this be the moment you rise above the chaos. Transform your challenges into opportunities. Become untouchable. Until next time, keep striving to become the best version of yourself.